Do you know that 1 out of every 5 adults go through mental illness? They go through depression. Staggering statistic. Oh yes. Why? Because of the challenges of life. Today is the 1st of November 2024, and I have come to wish you a happy new month, but I know what is new when there are burdens and challenges all over trying to weigh you down. On this day, I have a word for you. Now let's look at it in real terms. Is life treating you hard? Is life so hard? Is it becoming unbearable? Let's look at it together and see the reasons why it is so, and let's look at also how to come out of it. Now look at this. In a bid to meet up with certain needs, as an adult, you are faced with responsibilities, and then you have to meet up with these responsibilities. It's not as if these responsibilities are just one-sided. No, they are not. You have to meet up with family needs, the children, your wife, your parents, extended family. As the case may be, you also have to meet up with the needs in your office. As an adult, you should be working, and there are challenges even in the business field. Now, there are bills to pay. There are needs to meet. These responsibilities are not just seasonal, they are daily needs. Now, many adults want to impress their peers. They want to be like their peers. And the pressures, the challenges are mounting up. Not to talk of the high cost of living, medical bills, electricity bills, power bills, everything that has to do with livelihood. So, how is life treating you? I know it might not be funny, but the truth is, let's look at the realities. These things are also not temporal. They are things that will change. Because the only permanent thing in life is change. No doubt, these are the prevailing challenges. Every adult, somewhere, somehow, is faced with these responsibilities. And most of them have become so overwhelming. And it even looks as if those problems are unique to you. My dear brother and sister, they are not unique to you. All right? Everyone is facing one challenge or the other. It's either someone is trying to come out from a particular phase or trying to enter another phase or trying to even sustain the phase where he is. So, in every aspect of life, you must find an adult trying to meet up. Taking responsibility. I remember one time in my life when I was serving the nation in what Nigerians call the NYSC. I remember very well that time that as a National Youth Service Corps member, we are paid salaries, or you call it allowances. And it so happened that I was still under my parents, though a graduate, and I returned back home. I stayed back home. The salary we were paid, I used it at home. I believe that at my return, or when I want to return back, that my parents were going to give me transport fare to return back. To my surprise, I accosted my dad and I told him I'd be leaving so time. And he said, well, when you're ready to leave, you leave. And I asked him, what about the transport? He said, now you are an adult. You are serving, they are paying you. You should be able to pay your transport, or you should be able to plan it. And I remember very vividly, I cried. And while I was crying, it dawned on me that somehow responsibility has come now on me. It dawned on me so clearly that I'm now an adult. What he was trying to say is, well, you are grown up now. Take responsibility of your life. And I remember that was the first time, apart from other times, but I felt so alone. And I began to think of how to get my transport. I can't remember how it happened, but somehow my younger brother and somehow I raised that money and I traveled back. But then that helped me to understand that a time comes in your life, you have to be faced with so many responsibilities. But in my experience so far, I've been able to understand a few ways whereby these challenges can be handled. One of which is stay grateful at every level you are. Whether you like it or not, that you're alive is a testimony. When you sleep in the night, you don't even know what's happening at all. But then suddenly, somehow, you are awakened the next day. Not because your alarm woke you up, but because God deemed you fit to have another opportunity at life. So, first of all, thank Him for that life. Thank Him for where you are. Number two is I realized that no matter where you are, there are many people who aspire to be where you are. So even though you are in a position or in a place where you feel burdened, challenged, someone else somewhere is longing to be in your position, which goes to say that at whatever condition you find yourself, you are always in a better place. It might look challenging, but there are people going through worse situations. So you need to have that consciousness of the fact that no matter what it is you're going through, it's not peculiar to you. And apart from not being peculiar to you, is the fact that a lot of people are in worse conditions. I'm not trying to say you should not feel for others. But what I'm trying to say is at whatever pressure you find yourself. Okay, for instance, if you say, I have bills to meet, there is someone who doesn't even have work to do. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't even have hope. You have the salary, no matter how little it is, but just that your bills are much. So at that particular point, realize and understand that there is someone somewhere who also have those bills but has no job. His problems are much more. So when you look at it, you begin to at least appreciate the fact that you are in a better position. Number three is that facing these challenges, no challenge is permanent. Now, life is progressive. So as you go through life day by day, something happens. Automatically, there are certain challenges that cannot thrive in your new season. So the least thing you can do, or there are challenges that cannot thrive in your new season. I heard about the story of the eagle. Now, the eagle has this bird that, I don't know whether they call it sparrow or what. It climbs on the eagle. It sometimes picks out ticks and insects from the eagle's body. And when when it climbs the back of the eagle does not bother about it. All the eagle does is to keep soaring high. And you see, the eagle flies so high that without any announcement, without any shake, just by making progress, just by flying higher, the eagle gets to a particular height where it becomes impossible for that bird to breathe. On its own, it leaves the back of the eagle. The same way it is with life. Keep on making progress. Keep on aspiring. Keep on planning. Keep on trying. As you keep doing that, certain challenges, when they follow you to that new level, to that new season, to that new place you are prepared, automatically they lose their breath. So one way to stay above challenges is to keep making progress. And that you can do in so many ways. You can read a new book. You can start a new program. You can make new friends. You can do something new. As long as you keep making improvement, those challenges get to a point where they become difficult to breathe. I discover that challenges are seasonal. There are challenges that happen to you at a particular phase in your life. And if you can only make progress, those challenges will go down. Those challenges will fall backwards. So what am I saying? 3 things. Stay grateful for life. Number 2, always know that no matter how challenging your situation is, you are in a better condition than someone else. Number 3, keep making progress. As long as you do, so many challenges will not follow you into the next season. They drop off. That's one way to get rid of challenge. I do hope that you go over and surmount these challenges. I do hope and pray that these challenges will not get the better part of you. Rather, you will surmount them and you will come out triumphant. Also, I want you to share your thoughts. How is life treating you? Today is the 1st of November, 2024. How is life treating you? Do share in the comment section. And if you want to know how to pick up the pieces in your life and make out great things out of your life, do well to check some of my videos. If you want to know how to thrive in life and succeed despite challenges, do well to check my videos. I see you again next time. Until then, happy new month and stay above those challenges.